MyFitnessPal isn't going to be the reason that you're going to get shredded, and it's not going to be the reason why you're going to lose that weight. And here's why. My name's Adam Bono. I'm an online fat loss professional. I specialize in hormonal priming, body recomposition, higher level forms of nutrition through precise nutrition and hormonal factors. I've quite literally helped 89 guys in the last 6 months alone get to the leanest body fat percentage they've ever been using metabolic priming, right? It's a process of actual structural macronutrients to fluctuate your hormones to get your body fat down and get your body fat the way you want to go, right? So the reason why most of the guys who are using MyFitnessPal aren't making great progress, you're probably plateaued and stuck, is because, first of all, MyFitnessPal is an app, right? My clients and why they're making a great progress, and by all means, you can more than happy go check out all my clients' transformations on my page. We have over 30 testimonials and 30 case studies for you to sit there and learn exactly how I use metabolic priming. But we get very granular about their goals, right? We're granular about their protein. We get granular about their carbs, granular about their fats, how many calories they're outputting, how many calories they're inputting, what they're doing for their steps, what they're doing for their daily supplementation. MyFitnessPal is an app that's going to give you a percentage-wise of what particularly to eat, right? It's a very vague estimate, right? It doesn't know what you've been doing, what your lifestyle is, doesn't know what you do for your job. It doesn't know a bunch of other factors of your everyday life that comes into play when you actually need correct nutrition advice, right? Correct structural and actual correct processes in place to help you get lean, right? So the reason why we get granular with my clients' plans within how much protein, carbs, and fats they're eating is quite specific, right? If we get down to the gram of what you need protein, carbs, and fats, there's a synergistic effect that happens within the human body, right? Protein, for instance, has a higher thermic effect, right? 30% of a thermic effect, which means 30% of the protein you eat gets broken down in the thermodigestion process, and the thermic effect of food makes up 50% of your metabolism, right? So it also builds lean muscle tissue, but MyFitnessPal is going to give you a vague estimate in the form of percentage-wise on what you need to be eating, right? I give my clients a specific goal based upon what their body fat composition is, based upon how much muscle tissue they have, weight, height, and the formulas that we use in the back of my program has you work time and time again to get my clients to eat more food and lose more body fat with the correct manipulation of metabolism, right? So fats, for instance, they control hormones, right? They control, T3, T4, metabolism, thyroid, testosterone, digestion, and having the correct fat intake down to the granular goal allows us to control their hormones, right? Allows us to control their pathways of, the thyroid hormone of T4 and T3, allows us to control their digestion, making sure food is flowing through their body great. And let's break down what digestion is. Like, when you think about metabolism, it's how your body breaks down and utilizes food in the form of turning it into ATP and usable energy. Well, what is digestion? It's the exact same thing, right? How your body breaks down food. So the digestion aspect comes in the form of having the correct fat goal, and the hormone aspect comes in having the correct fat goal and down to the actual gram. And then carbohydrates mitigate inflammation, adrenal fatigue. They help lower cortisol levels, put your body in parasympathetic state. And overall, they help with also supplying the brain with glucose, right? And glucose metabolism, right? And so they help power the brain. So the reason why, one, MyFitnessPal is just an app that doesn't really know you, and it's just going to give you a granular goal percentage-wise. That's one. Two, MyFitnessPal doesn't actually know what your maintenance calories should be, right? It doesn't know how much you should be eating because maintenance calories aren't ever the same. Depending on what you've been doing and how much you've been eating actually depicts on what your maintenance calories would be. If you've been eating 3,500 calories for a while now, right, your maintenance calories is going to be higher than what you're been doing if you've been eating 2,000 calories for a while, right? If you're eating 2,000 calories for a while, your basal metabolic rate has lowered over time, and you're no longer the same. And that's why these guys, if you guys are using MyFitnessPal and wondering why I'm just not losing weight, I'm not getting to where I want to go, is just because it's not very granular. It doesn't know who you are. It doesn't know what you do. It doesn't know how much energy you expend per day. It doesn't know how much energy you expend per day in the form of exercise activity, thermic effect of food, non-energy activity thermogenesis, and even like your resting metabolic rate, which also changes over time with adapting to how you've been eating, right? And so you've probably used MyFitnessPal before, and either one, it led you to believe that you need to eat a lot more calories than you're supposed to, or it started you way too high and you gained a lot of weight really quick and you kind of reverted back to what you've been doing, which is probably like low carb, carnivore, or any of the other fad diets out there that you've been kind of stuck in for some time now, right? So a lot of my clients who come to me have been using those fad diets and using MyFitnessPal, and, they go through these never-ending cycles of like just, trying to get out of this deficit, trying to add food and just gaining weight really fast, right? What you don't understand is that the body's metabolism, it's a very fickle thing, right? Because the body's metabolism works very weird, right? You can increase metabolism with more food, but you have to have an actual certain process aligned. You have to be able to, one, slowly increase and slowly introduce the correct amount of macronutrients into a client's plan to therefore fluctuate their hormones and fluctuate their metabolism and guide their body through the transitionary process, right? So a lot of guys who are doing keto, a lot of the guys who are doing carnivore, one, they have transition their body into one more of a fat adapted state, which means that their body's now utilizing more fat for energy. And when your body uses more fat for energy over a certain period of time, one, you start to downregulate a lot of their hormones, because if you've cut out a whole other aspect of a carbohydrate, and which is 1/3 of all the macromolecules, but also carbohydrates make up a specific 70-80% of the overall calories in today's society. One, you're cutting out a lot of the calories, and then you're trying to add a unknown substance of a carbohydrate, right? So it's not impossible, but when you do this, when you go into low carb diets, when you go into carnivore diets, you put your body in a more insulin sensitive area, right? Where one, you're more sensitive to carbohydrates. You probably go out to eat and you probably gain a lot of weight. You probably go on vacation, you gain 10 pounds, and then you are struggling to just trying to get it back off, right? And that's because your metabolism has lowered over time. There's a certain way you can actually get out of this, and that's by adding a little bit of carbohydrates and getting your body to transition from a fat-adapted state to more of a carbohydrate metabolism, structuring your body to induct a little bit more of T3, the active thyroid hormone, to fluctuate your calories up. What would it be like if you could actually eat more calories and lose body fat? How much easier would it be to get lean if you could eat more food? You wouldn't have to starve, right? And so the reason why we can kind of bring this all back in a circle is because MyFitnessPal in general is leading you to believe eating the incorrect amount of food, right? Because you, at the end of the day, you could be tracking all the food in the world, every specific gram, down to even, the 10 calories you get from sauce. But if you don't actually have a correct goal on how much you need to eat in the scientific realm of areas for your specific body weight and for your specific person, it doesn't matter if you're tracking at all. Because if you don't have a correct goal, you're wasting your time tracking something and kind of fluctuating back and forth and never actually sticking to anything because you don't actually know what you need to specifically be eating, right? And so that's why MyFitnessPal is, yes, it's a great app to track your food, but it's not a great app to lose weight. It's not a great app to get lean. It is an app that all of my clients use, yes, but we give them goals to hit, right? We don't use the goals in MyFitnessPal because it will lead you to believe something that's not true. And that's that, one, you just need a certain percentage-wise to lose weight, a certain percentage-wise to get lean, and you actually need a lot more granular idea and a more granular goal of protein, carbs, and fats, how much you need to be exporting per day, how much you need to be expending per day, understanding that, one, energy expenditure doesn't just come from how much exercise you do, that it comes from non-energy activity, thermogenesis, which is like fidgeting. It comes from the thermic effect of food, which is, the actual thermodynamic effect of eating food. And then also comes from your resting metabolic rate, which is 60% of your entire metabolism, right? So the actual exercise, how it says, are you sedentary? Are you highly active? It's literally 15% of your entire metabolism. 15%, right? The other 85% is the stuff you don't know, right? And that's why you've been spinning reels for a while, following instructions from an app, maybe following a PDF from your local trainer and wondering why it doesn't work. because you need more customization and you need someone who understands how much you need to eat protein, carbs, and fats wise to get you to the leanest you've ever been. And that's why my clients are making the best progress on the internet, because we customize every aspect of the plan to who they are, what they do, how tall they are, how much they weigh. And that's why my clients, I just got a call with my client, Isaac. He lost 20 pounds in 1 month, right? And that's just one of many, right? Go through the client testimonials. You know, my client, Mike, is up 1,200 calories right now and down 26 pounds doing no cardio. Go look at my page. I'll let you go and check it out yourself. But I wanted to explain this because a lot of people think that they can just type their information in to MyFitnessPal, boop, 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 and, you know, get the correct information. That's just not true, because it doesn't know who you are. It doesn't know what you do. And if you want great progress, you need to understand exactly what you need to be eating and actual customization on how to get there. And so if you would like more information on it, please go to my channel, like, comment, subscribe on this video, head over to my channel. There's going to be tons of different videos breaking down what metabolic priming is, the process I use for my clients, and I promise if you go watch some of those videos that you'll probably be able to do it yourself and understand it at a high level. But if you want a shortcut and you just want to jump into the program with 100 guys that I work with currently, then go ahead and sign up down below. We'll jump on a call, see if you're a great fit, and if you are, we'll get you rocking. You know, we'll see where you're at, where you're looking to go. We'll customize a plan on how to get there. And, you know, without a doubt, I'm 1,000% confident that we can get you there. So I'll see you on the call. If not, like, comment, subscribe, shoot me a comment down below, and go check out some of the other videos. But I'll see you guys next time.